Alright, hey, my name is Carlin. Thanks for watching my video. I always forget to say all these things at the end of the video, and I think most people don't watch to the end, so let me just knock this out really quick in the beginning and we'll get on with the show. Cool? Right. I'm working on lighting here too. So, apparently there's about 22 military veterans committing suicide every day. What I'm doing this ride for is to try to bring awareness to the problem and to reach out to people who know veterans or to reach out to veterans directly and first just help them to realize that this isn't the best option, that there's better ways to do this, and that they still matter and we care about them. All right. I know when I got out of the military, it was kind of a rocky start for me. I was so used to how things were. You get out, everything is upside down and it's very chaotic and not a smooth transition sometimes. So I had a lot of empathy for what's going on. If you wanted to help me personally on my ride, my main source of income is through these videos. So you can, if you watch the videos to the end, that helps me because YouTube will recommend the videos if people seem to watch them. If you like the video, go ahead and click the like. If you wanted to help me through donations, below the video there's like the thumbs up button, and near that is a heart. You can click on the heart and choose how much you want to donate. It can be a small or a large donation. That's a one-time only. Also, if you would, please subscribe to the videos so that you see the new ones coming out. I don't get paid directly for subscribers, but it does show that I have engagement with the people. Again, sorry about the backlighting. Finally, if you want to help me through things like PayPal, look in the video description below the video, or I'll put it up on screen here. There's a link, and I've got a website. You can go check that out. It's got links to everything. All right, that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and on with the show. All right, good morning, people of the interwebs. It's about 7 o'clock in the morning. Hang on, I don't remember. All right, good morning. Thursday, July 28th, 2022. Thursday, July 28th. Yeah, I got that all. Okay, about 7 o'clock in the morning. We're getting a really decent charge for this early. Literally, I woke up about 100 times last night. Nope, no sun. Nope, no sun. Oh, there's sun. Okay, jump up, push the bike out, figure out where the sun actually is. It's like it's not as simple as you think. It's like the sun is rising here and it's set there. That's not 180 degrees apart. Not quite. So it's like, is it going to be over there? Is it going to be over there? It's not due east exactly. You'd think it would be, but it would only be due east on equinox, right? So it's that whole tilt thing, 23 and a little bit of degrees. Anyway, so I rolled the bike out. Yeah, when I came in, I aimed the panels that direction. You can see where the sun is, the shadows, it's angled. It wasn't that angle when the sun was setting, so. Anyway, I'm belaboring that point. It's a big word for I just don't know. Anyway, used the facilities, everything is good. I'm gonna find some breakfast. Let's see, we got some, I haven't decided exactly. We got some blueberry bagels, those are good. Couple Pop-Tarts. The water here is just not good. I mean, it's probably safe to drink, but man, it tastes funny. So I've been mixing in some Gatorade. This is kind of weird. It's a science experiment time. I'm not going to show it, but I've got those little individual packs of Gatorade, right? And usually you just, you fill up your thing with water, and you shoot a little bit of Gatorade into, powder, and it mixes a little bit, and it's Gatorade, right? Well, with this water, it actually foamed up, like bubbled up and made almost like a head on top, and it was coming out the top kind of thing. And I'm like, what in the heck is that? It doesn't do that. There's something different in the water here, so I don't know. Anyway, so I put the Gatorade in there just so it doesn't taste as bad as the water does, but it doesn't taste right either. So I'm like, okay, I'm really dehydrated. I need to drink. This stuff tastes terrible. I'm like, oh.
So in my Camelback, that thing there that I wear on my back, it's a water bladder, holds like 3 liters, I think. I put the last of the good water in that, and I never mix Gatorade in that, so that's always just fresh water. So when I'm riding, I'll ride and drink that as much as I can until I run out, then I'll drink the other stuff. And if I feel like I'm sweating a lot, then I'll drink the Gatorade, because you need the electrolytes. Yeah, science. Anyway, it's just, So I think there's a town about 30 miles from here, so that's be 2 or 3 hours if I get good sun. And I'll get some more water there and dump out the other yucky water, and we'll be good. Yeah. Speaking of water, the sink just barely dribbled, right? So it's just like, okay, I can't really clean up in there, so I used up a little bit of the water I had, the not good water. And so I've been filling up my water container in the drinking fountain, which that's the only good flow here, and it's not, it's irritating, you know. It takes forever to fill up a gallon in a drinking fountain, you know. Over yonder, I can't see it from here, it's over that way somewhere. I've lost interest already. There is a spigot, you know, one of those hydrants, you know, you pull the handle up and water comes out. They put a lock on it. I was like, seriously? And it rained last night. I was like, man, if I could have caught some of that rain, I wasn't even thinking of it fast enough. That would have been a good one. But it didn't rain a lot. I mean, well, except, you know, this seam here, it leaked. You know, so I'm like, I'm looking at it rain. This was before I went to bed. I got a video of it last night, and I'm like scrambling to pull everything off the table that was right under the seam, and I'm like, okay. But pretty much from that line there to about that line was mostly dry, so I had lots of room in here, so. Yeah, it's just one of those things. It's like, well, all right. So the yellow one is the one I use for washing, and then I got the white one there for drying, just, you know, kind of clean up at the end of the day. So this morning I took that and used some of the restroom soap and tried to wash the rag out in the sink, and it's just like, it's so slow, you almost don't even feel like you can wash your hands in there, right? I don't know, it's just, after you get some good restrooms, rest areas, then you get one that's not quite as good, you really notice it, and it's like, well, I guess you shouldn't complain, you know, for the last 5 minutes, because it's free, you know, and we're just traveling through, we're not supposed to be camping here, so it's just one of those weird things. I think the problem was I rode for 50 miles to get specifically to here because I would be able to fill up my water and there would be a toilet. The toilet was good, and there was toilet paper, so that was nice. So, but I was just like, okay, I'll get there and I'll fill up my water, you know. When I stopped at that last town, I could have bought a gallon of water. I just didn't think about it because I'm like, oh, I've got enough to get to the rest area. They have water there, you know, and it's usually good. So, you know, I don't need bottled water. Except for when you do, so, meh, anyway, kind of killing time, because the longer I sit here with the sun shining on the panels, the more power I got to get up the first hill, so, and I don't have internet right now, so I didn't get to upload last night's video, and I don't have a weather forecast, so I don't know if it's going to be, you know, is it going to stay like this? This is awesome. If it stays like this, we're going to make really good time. I've got about 70 miles to my next scheduled stop if I make it. If it's good conditions, I can make it. If it's like yesterday, I probably can't, you know, with the way the clouds are coming in. So if this holds, we'll be fine. That's kind of it. Kind of funny on there's, that sign isn't going to show up probably. Maybe it will. Interstate 90. Okay, we're still on 90 for now. Interstate 90 west closed when flashing. So in case of things like blizzards, they might shut down the freeway. So if you were here, you would just stay here. That's kind of the idea, right? And I've seen those signs periodically through here. So if it's just really terrible conditions, they'd just have everybody exit at the rest stops and hold them there, basically, instead of, you know, finding frozen corpses in the middle of the interstate. Yeah, it's a practicality, you know. But anyway,
if I had seen this sign, I wouldn't have camped in this one. So the thing is, when I came in, there's the ramp, right? So it's easier to get the bike up the ramp than it is to bounce over the curb, right? So I came in from here, it's like boom, first one, I'm done. You know, I'm just tired, and I can see the clouds are coming in. So otherwise I would have gone. There's a few others that are covered over there, and then this area out here, open picnic, you know, but that's, you know, since I had clouds, I thought I might as well get some covered ones. So yeah, anyway, that's my day so far. All right, breakfast. Gotta make miles today. It's not gonna get much better than this. Life is funny sometimes. It's just, I don't know, it's unpredictable. Maybe that's what makes it interesting. I've had days where I could sit in a rest area, not one person looks at you, nobody comes up and says hi, nobody's curious. Day like today, I had pancakes, several people come over and say hi. Got to meet a lady who was in Desert Storm, that is the post commander of a VFW in Washington State. Got some good information from her about how to hook up with the organization. Plus just having a good contact like that, so that's worth a lot. And she gave me $20, so thank you very much. And a pin. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it's just pretty cool. Alright, hit the road. We're getting good solar. Better use it. Favorable winds too. Virtually no wind, which is good. It's I'm not even sure which way it's blowing. We'll take that. Just gotta remember it's a harsh life out here. But if you're careful, you get to see the treasures. That's totally worth the walk up the hill. Old thrashing machine. Thresher, I guess. It was belt driven. You'd need a steam engine to run it, so you'd have that thing. And let's see if I can find it. These are the belts. So the steam engine would park, I guess, in front of it on this side and supply the power to it through a long drive belt. And then that would do its thing. It's basically modern day combine is this, only self-propelled and self-powered. So yeah, pretty cool. Kind of glad I walked up here because now I can see the clouds on the horizon behind me. Yeah, they're coming. All right, off we go. I don't know, I was just thinking, I've seen some of these where I grew up in Canada, but I've never seen one actually running. I would say my grandpa probably would have seen one operating, like for real. Not like an exhibit, but actually being used. I wonder if my dad ever saw one actually being used or not. Yeah, pretty cool. All right, moving on. Oh, even better. There's a bee in that one. Yeah. Something extra awesome about wildflowers. Yeah, let's just differentiate there. I can't talk over the traffic. Wildflowers in the ditches. It's like they're everywhere. That's pretty awesome. He just stopped to get a drink. Well, when the sun shines, I'm getting 170 watts. That's pretty good. I saw 180 briefly. Intermittent broken clouds. I'm getting more blue than clouds, so that's good. Also, if you've ever seen the red road, you're probably here. Whatever gravel they're using, it's got a red tint to it. That's the only place I can remember seeing it like that. Kind of cool. And farming community, go ahead and bale whatever you mow out of the ditches here. And when you're picking rocks in the field, if it's that big, I guess you just go around it. Almost like pyramids in the distance there. Just random little hills everywhere. Yeah, just about to the town of Gillette. And then I'm going to turn south on, I think, Highway 59. Still got about 45 miles to go. We're not making good time today. So I stopped and changed to one of the wheel bearings. That seemed to help a little bit. I was really dragging hard, so. I did have a couple of miles that I coasted at 15 miles an hour for, I swear, 2 miles. Just nice gentle hill coming down. So I got to disengage the motor, and solar caught up a little bit there, but it wasn't fast enough to regen. And okay, yeah, now we're in a shadow again. You can see the sun up ahead. And we're down to 50 watts instead of 160. So I guess the trick is just keep moving. We should still make that next rest area. It's just going to be closer to dark. So just keep pushing. Just stopped at the truck stop to get some water because I was running out of water I could drink. The stuff at the rest area was terrible. See this guy on the front of the lawn. Pretty cool details. You know, the little tie string and on the chaps and everything. That's pretty neat. Alright, back to taking my break. Alright, that'll have to do. Flying J in Gillette just turned off of, I think I'm still on I-90, just turned on to 59 going south. I kind of did that on purpose. I thought, well, instead of staying on the interstates all the way down, I'm basically north of Cheyenne now, and then I'll take a secondary down for the next day and a half or something like that, and then probably get back on 25. I think is going to be, well, what I'm trying to do is not backtrack, so when I get down into New Mexico, I'm going to be further east than I was when I went up. So anyway, also this table's wiggly, so yeah. And my Coke is all sticky. This is one I opened up on the highway, and it burped everywhere, and I'm like, ah. Anyway, I'm not making stellar time. I think I'm going to have more of a tailwind on this one. I think I'll have more of a tailwind on this next part, so hopefully that holds. And the clouds are coming in, and then they're just kind of staying, not getting any worse, not getting any better. So I'm getting 150 watts of charge right now, and I can cruise at 150. And I'll be going south, so that'll put me, it should help. Good enough. Taking a break. Stop. All right, it looks like about another hour and a half, depending on what that last hill looks like between here and camp. I just thought these little hills were kind of cool. Random little pyramids. And then kind of tabletops over there. It's already 5 o'clock, so the sun is getting low, and we keep dodging these clouds, but so far it's working. I should have enough to get there. Yeah, close. It's gonna be a good solid day. Okay, I'll admit I was concerned. This is the town of Wright. This is the Welcome Center, Rest Area, Information Center, which is closed, but the restrooms are still open. We got a nice pond here. Apparently no swimming, no fishing, no looking or something. Picnic tables everywhere. Playground area, no camping sign, plainly in sight. Those metal pins over there to run your dogs a little bit. The water here is much, much better to drink than the last place, so yay for that. I was literally half a mile from town. Okay, like this is actually in town. Normally you don't put a rest area in town, but okay. So I knew it was here because it was on the official Wyoming travel map that I got at the last rest area. But it doesn't show up on Google Maps. It doesn't show up on my offline maps. So looking at the map, the paper map, I kind of approximated where I thought it was. And I thought it was closer to the main highway. We have to actually turn off a little bit. I'll show you this. This is nice. Anyway, so I'm literally exhausted. I'm just right burnt. I got no battery left hardly at all. I could probably go a few more miles, but I wouldn't want to. All right. The cowboy, it doesn't show up very good. And then maybe I'll get it from the other side. And then memorial for our veterans. And there's a bunch of coal mines, and so coal mine, the town of Wright, this town, and then gas company, and another coal mine. I thought this was cool. Somebody left this. Tour of Honor, Ride to Remember. Cowboy. This is the opposite side of that big slab. All the armed forces, including Merchant Marine, which is kind of cool. You don't always see that one included. Now we'd have to add the Space Force. Yeah, really nicely done. Anyway, oh, I do want to show this. This is, I didn't show the last one because it wasn't super nice, but water fountain on the outside actually works. Just in case somebody's in here. Lights come on. Awake, there we go. Good air dryers, they work. Nice sink. Lots of water flow. Soap is a little bit weird. It's like motion sensing, you gotta figure out where it is. But look, a plug-in and paper towels. And another plug-in, perfect for electric bike charging. No plug-ins that I could see outside, and prison-grade urinals, you know, indestructible kinds. Anyway, I don't think this has been here very long because it doesn't even show up on Google Maps yet. All the plug-ins, oops. I got locks on the ones outside. Just really nice. Oh, there was a family on the playground. I guess they left. Oh, there's still somebody over there. The car is gone though. These are kind of cool. Anyway, I wanted to get a shot of some of this stuff before it got too dark. do appreciate when they put the effort into making a nice place. I think Montana leaving plugins exposed on the outside was kind of rare, but yeah, I could eat and edit the video and get it uploaded. It looks like I had good coverage here, and I think what I'll do is I'll park the bike somewhere where it looks safe and then just pop the seat off, which takes the battery with it, and just walk it inside and charge it. Take a chance on that. Since I do have a charger now, thanks Ryan, it's officially paid for. Okay, I'm gonna try out that table over there, I think. Oh, this place actually has a dump station for your RV, which is kind of nice. Yeah, anyway, break time, done for the day. I am tired. I got one spot on my foot that hurts from the pedal, so I still got to work on that. It's hard to pedal when you can't push on your foot. Kind of takes the fun out of it. Oh, dollar store up there, and also some travel centers, and I think there's a steakhouse in this hotel over here. I might check that out later. Not really. It's tempting. I'll probably just eat my soup though. Alright. Just went back and looked it up. I did 75 miles today, so I figured that felt pretty solid. I was like, oh. I was, from yesterday, I looked ahead and this was the next rest area on the map. I'm kind of starting to look at it like how I did Montana. I was like, well, if I can get to the next one, great, you know. At least you got restrooms and stuff. And I was like, man, 75 miles, it's going to be a push, and it all has to work. It's like I can't have any trouble. I have to have good sun, and then the clouds are coming in. It's just like, come on. And it's like on the last 20 miles from Gillette or so, it was a climb. It was like a long gradual climb, not really steep, and then you'd have a little ups and down, and then long gradual and a little ups and down. It was freaky how consistent the climb was. You know, it wasn't like, you know, I didn't have to climb more than 500 or 600 feet total, I think, but it was just, you'd be riding along, and there's no trees out there at all. It's just grassland. And there'd be times where it looked like it was kind of a crossing tailwind, so coming from the side but a little bit behind me, and all of a sudden it would turn into a headwind for about a mile, and then it would go back to a kind of a crossing tailwind. It's like, oh, you know, when you had the tailwind you kind of forgot about it, and when it switched to the headwind, then you're like, oh, you're all sad and everything like that. It's like, oh, come on, I just need a little help. But I had just enough battery left. It was just the closest thing. I mean, I'm not quite dead, but into the 46s or something like that, so that's about as low as you want to get on a 50. It's a 48 volt battery and 53 is full, so 46. I could probably run into 44s, but then it takes it forever to charge after that, so yeah. Anyway, I've been figuring my miles, if I could average 50 miles a day is what I was thinking, to get home in about 3.5 weeks, 4 weeks, something like that. So I've consistently hit 50 or better the last few days, including some climbing. So if I can keep that up, if I can just keep the wheels from falling off, we'll be okay. Anyway, I think that's it for today. Running out of sunlight here, so go ahead and get this edited and uploaded. And as always, thanks to everybody for watching the videos and for chipping in and helping out, and welcome to the new subscribers, and hi to the people I met at the last rest area. I wasn't necessarily, I think I was just tired at the last one too. I was just like, worn out. And a couple times, you know, you look up and you'd see somebody and you're like, oh, do I have any energy left to talk to anybody? You know, and then ends up, you know, going well and you're having good conversation and kind of cheers you up a little bit and gives you a little bit more energy to keep going, I guess. And so it helps, you know. Sometimes you just you want to hide, you know. It's like I want to put up a camouflage net around the bike and I don't want to talk to anybody, but got to work on that part, I guess. Anyhow, I think that is it. Just looking over families loading all their bikes back into the truck. There's a bike path here at this little park that's here, and it's like a bunch of kids and a dog and a whole bunch of bikes, and it's like, all right, those guys have a chance. They might be okay. Anyway, that's it for today. Tomorrow, another day, and I haven't got any idea where I'm going yet. Going south. Pretty much south all the way home now, with little deviations. Cool. Bye.